What do you mean?
You have a mic, I don't.
Oh.
I mean, maybe that's the way you wanted it. Maybe you have a lot to say today.
Who disconnected it?
Somebody did.
Somebody.
Oh, you were semi-stressed for a minute there.
Oh, man. Don't do this to me. You're killing me here.
No, it was just, I didn't do it. It was just disconnected. I don't know. I remember it was making noise yesterday. I don't know if it was moved again or what happened, but it was disconnected. And you had a semi-heart attack.
Yeah. Of course, man.
I saw your soul leave your body.
We were late already. Couple minutes.
You were like, I saw you reaching for faders. And
just all the faders. I'm just like moving around.
You were just turning everything up possible.
Yeah. Maxing everything.
Finally, you picked a beat that I like as well.
You like this one?
Finally. Took a while.
Hey, man.
Yeah, it's a nice sample. It's like, and plus, like, the weather's nice, so it's suitable.
It's a double.
It's a suitable. Listen, man. Listen, man.
Hey, I warned the people.
You said get out of here.
Yeah.
If you don't want to tackle the Wild West, yeah, you got 2 good beats in a row. If you don't want to travel to the frontier together, because it's dangerous out there on the frontier.
Well, I just think conversation is good.
Not necessarily.
Conversation is healthy.
Nope, not necessarily.
We gotta have conversation.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It can
Can't
be...
shut things down, you know?
Not necessarily.
Okay. But this is the thing that a lot of people wanted to be shut down. Like us not talking about it.
People try to shut us down.
And yet here we are.
Are you suggesting people are trying to shut us down?
The internet.
What is this drama? I got to get my hat properly scrambled for this topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just properly insinuate. No, it's dangerous out on the frontier. And that's what makes it exciting, is the fact that it's dangerous out on the frontier. You know what might happen on the frontier? Out on the frontier, you know what might happen?
What?
You might get bit out there by a rattlesnake.
A couple landmines out there.
No, rattlesnakes.
Oh, okay.
I'm coming for you today.
I can't catch a break today.
I'm coming for you.
Get out of here.
You thought you were all ready to go. You had your nice little Tim Hortons over there.
Cheers, everyone.
You had all your faders going. You had your cables unplugged.
Yeah.
You thought you were flying today. Making a bold move on this frontier conversation. I don't know. The internet is weird. It is weird what surfaces and when and how we all respond and react and what we end up selecting to talk about and not talk about. And it's silos on silos on silos. But sometimes it's you just, something speaks to you and you're like, I don't know, I just can't step over that one. I don't know why. I try to juke, I try to bob and weave, and it's still standing in front of me. It's still right there.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
well, there it is. At some point, you have to confront it, right?
I'm like, whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. I had some compilation record that had that song on it.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't a record. It would have been a CD in a plastic case.
A jewel case.
Well, they put the security sticker inside the case, hidden, in case you try to steal it.
Yeah.
You best be careful in your local HMV.
HMV.
Did I just hit you with something there? Did I hit you with a purple and a pink?
It was a good time.
Yeah. Still exists. Barely. HMV. Go put the headphones on, listen to some new music, hang out at the mall.
Yeah, looking at the posters.
Maybe the girl that you like is going to be there that day.
Oh yeah, just
So-
listening to the song.
So you're just really cool. You're just playing it cool. You're like, me? I like music. I'm just into music.
Yeah.
That's me.
You like Beatles?
Oh. Are you talking to me? Were you talking to, was like, no.
That was
The light, it burns. The light, it burns.
yeah.
You became Willie Potter now. Shout out Turtle. You became Willie Potter now.
Okay. What was that again?
I don't know.
History?
I don't know. That's what you became.
I don't mind that name. It's okay.
Because you're doing the pottery. Oh, you're trying to be all romantic and all that stuff.
Somehow Harry Potter's tied to me as well.
Well, Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, Willie Potter. Sometimes you bob and weave and dance and butterfly and all that, and then still standing in front of you, you have no choice but to tussle. No choice. The rattlesnake won't move. Rattlesnake just goes.
You got to get a stick or a rock.
I wonder what Otis would do if the rattlesnake was right there. I'll tell you what, he would not stop barking. Hi.
At a distance, yeah.
Non-stop. Hi.
Just to remind you that there's a rattlesnake there.
Hey, guys. Do you see what's happening here? There's a rattlesnake here in the studio. Hi. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad he can warn us.
Yo, somebody just says, I think this show better talk about Tupperware. Did you put that in? I sent that to you. You better put that Tupperware story. Oh,
maybe,
geez.
I don't know.
I thought you had it all put together today. I sent it to you, dude. I said many flips.
Yeah.
Couple flips.
There's some in there. Maybe we'll get through them.
The Tupperware story is crazy. All right, let's talk about the rattlesnake in the room. Which started happening yesterday, and you were like, I gotta stay away from this. I feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know. I was like, maybe. I personally like this camera angle right now, Will. I wouldn't adjust it at all if I was you. I like creeping out the frame.
Keep moving, man.
So you got the Dalai Lama situation.
Uh-huh.
And it just kind of made a lot of people feel weird. You know why I like this beat? Even leave that for me. You got like few good beats today.
Yeah.
Finally, you picked the right ones from the folder and stop picking the wrong ones from the folder.
It's actually quite fitting.
Because you got folders. Dalai Lama. Suck my tongue. Tuck my sung.
You gotta say that first.
It's right there, man. It's in the headline.
Well, this was happening yesterday.
I don't think that, like, ever as an instruction, in public, a public instruction of sucking the tongue that's not.
It's not cool.
Nobody's looking. People aren't looking for that. What I started to realize, though, is it's like everything else 2023. There's a line. And somehow, even a story like this ends up with people on either side. Somehow, even a story like this, you're like, nah, probably is sucking the tongue, probably no good with the kid. Probably no good.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty straightforward.
Pretty no good.
Yeah.
And then sure enough, oh no, there's another side. There's another China conspiracy. Why is this viral right now? Type of thing going on.
Yeah.
And of course, Vice went out of their way to figure that one out. People are saying it's misinterpreted. Guys, I mean, I know you're all comfy and cozy in your own little spot in the world, but there's only so many ways to interpret this. You got you might want to say it from the cultural perspective of whoever's involved in like ancient times of sticking the tongue out. But no, it's 2023. We're here right now. That was a kid. That's a real kid. Now, a part of the controversy, the real kid was over there, standing there. And did the kid approaching that scenario expect to be sucking the tongue? I think we can all safely say no. And then the circumstances of the environment sort of persuaded him into the doing of the thing and the power dynamics and so forth. And you got a freaking problem. You got a problem. Mm-hmm. We can all admit that.
Now, you want to backtrack and talk about what happened?
Who doesn't?
Because it happened yesterday.
Who doesn't know about this, man? How are you not going to know about this now?
All right. You want to dive right into it?
Well, listen. The boy did ask for a hug. So he goes up can I do a hug? Come to meet you or whatever.
That's the only normal thing that happened.
Well, these are the standards we have. It's like, okay, that's acceptable. And then all of a sudden you go into this realm and you're like, wait a minute. So this video, which is actually a little older than you might think, I believe it was posted at the beginning of March, the event, a month ago. But then it's hot right now. Don't get me on the conspiracy topic yet, Will. And the conspiracy topic isn't about whether it happened or didn't happen. The conspiracy aspect of the topic is why is it flying right now? And, okay, all right. And he tried to pull away at that moment. Give me that part of the clip again. He was not feeling it right then. He goes, the hand was there. Go back. The hand was pulling. The discomfort. Let me get out of here. I'm not feeling it. And then you, as the adult in the situation, like, come on. And again, I'm just going... It's all types of public events. There's all types of people around. I mean, you got the guy in the back holding the camera. The crowd, if you hear the audio from the crowd, they're cheering. Mm-hmm. Woo! And you're just...
A little bit of laughing.
And you're just, again, it's like...
It's like a joyous occasion.
But you gotta, I know that you want to read this a number of different ways. I know this guy has a tremendous following. I know he wrote all these books. I know it's a whole way of life. And I know it's Tibet. And I know it's Buddhism. And I know, like, it's a lot wrapped up in it. Mm-hmm. But in that moment, that boy did not know what he was in for. Mm. And it wasn't clear to him. And you have a room full of adults kind of engaging in his... in persuading him to do something he is uncomfortable with. Mm-hmm. And that he's lacking understanding right now at the moment. And, okay, that's when the tongue part comes in. I don't even think you need to show... Oh, okay, well, you can leave it right there in that frame. Yes, and now some people come in here and say, this is also a human. This human could make mistakes. Yeah, but this is a human who's the kid still doesn't know exactly what the hell this means, and whether it's like what the playful nature of it is, and yeah. It goes on, doesn't it? It goes on and on. No, I am not. People in the comments there saying I'm defending. Not at all. I mean, if that's my kid in that circumstance, and he's like, hey, can I come up and hug you? Or if they're meeting somebody and, dude, I'm watching like a hawk. I'm like, well, okay, make sure everything's...
Yeah.
And that's the part of it, too, is like nobody stood up and was like, oh, okay, enough.
Not the parents.
Nobody did, because it's those dynamics. It's like, no, everybody came to see this person. This person is on the pedestal. This person is on the... And that's why the responsibility ultimately lies on the individual who has the influence in that situation. It lies on him himself or the people that are around him that might notice, it's about to go awry. We got to... sort this out. Now, some people have made the argument, they say, okay, if this is what it's like in public, what's going on in private? What's going on behind the scenes with the cameras turned off without the microphone sitting right there? Mm-hmm. And what is normal in this environment? What is normal? Because that wasn't normal to that kid, because the kid is uncomfortable. I'm going to say it. The kid is obviously uncomfortable in that situation and has gotten a lot more than he bargained for. Mm-hmm. He's like, I go up, I'll do a hug and walk on back over here. And he got way more than he bargained for. And he's the vulnerable one in the situation. Mm-hmm. Whatever, he's 10 years old, whatever it is. And that's when you start to get a little bit upset about it, because you're like, come on, you're around people all the time over here. You can sense when the discomfort is there. Mm-hmm. And then the responsibility kicks in, and somebody says, careful, Lou, or it's bye-bye to your YouTube channel. Listen, I didn't. This is a sensitive topic. Mm-hmm. It's a sensitive topic because this guy's got a tremendous following, and it gets people emotional about a thing. People are invested over here, and sometimes you don't even know where and how your argument's coming from. But anyway, let me just paint a picture here. So obviously the initial reaction, somebody here says, the kid is at the center of a stage with a crowd watching. Again, perspective is a factor. What kid would be comfortable? No, I'm talking about strictly the part of holding the chin, bringing it into his mouth, and the resistance. You can see the kind of pulling back going on. Mm-hmm. And then he immediately tugs it back at the very end. You're right. What kid? You're right, actually. What kid would be comfortable? None. Because this is a person they don't know, and I don't know, should they be allowed to approach in the first place? Anyway, there's only so much we can gather from the clip itself. I think it's going to make most people uncomfortable, particularly. Like, I think it's going to make almost everybody. I mean, in and of itself, the clip. But then I find this Vice article that is suggesting the reason this thing is proliferating right now is through some sort of, some sort of effort from the Chinese Communist Party propagandist. I mean, can you imagine? This is, maybe they don't mind it because they had their beefs in the past. Uh-huh.
Well, it's still going on.
And it is, the beef is still going on. And it is curious that it happens a month ago and then it's wildfire right now, top trending yesterday. Mm-hmm. Viral video showing the Dalai Lama asking a boy to suck his tongue has stunned the global Tibetan community. Many believe the video is being widely misinterpreted and are concerned Chinese Communist Party propagandists are misusing it to discredit the exiled leader and legitimize the Chinese occupation of Tibet. There is a suggestion here that this is turned political, which I wouldn't doubt. Anytime there's it's like blood in the water. It's like sharks hovering. As soon as there's an opportunity, they sniff out an opportunity, like, okay, fine, it's time to get our political jabs in and it's time to pile on. And I don't know why it didn't pick up as much steam a month ago either. On Monday, the Dalai Lama's office issued an apology for the video of a meet and greet in February in the northern Indian city of Dharamshala, where Tibet's highest spiritual leader has been running an independent government in exile since 1959. In the video, which we've already talked about, he asks a kiss on his lips specifically, and then the tongue comes into it. And then here's the part why it's unclear why the video has gone viral right now. It started getting reshared last week after it didn't really pop off to the same extent when it happened. And you've got a lot of different social media accounts, which Vice is saying are big contributors to the virality of what's going on. And then specifically citing the fact that Dalai Lama has been a CCP target. These kind of seem like like not necessarily, I mean, they can be connected in the sense that the thing happens and then it's piled on. Like, obviously you can't fabricate the entire event, but you could amplify it. And you could use it. You could use the event to further your political agenda in a particular region. It's possible. But it doesn't mean that you generated the event itself. It doesn't mean you were in an earpiece. It didn't mean you brainwashed the individual into acting a certain way so you could discredit them. You understand? That's like another layer or level to it. So here's one of the defenses. I still remember when the great Christian spiritual leader Desmond Tutu visited the Dalai Lama in India, and they hugged and kissed like two pure kids, she said. It was a beautiful display of love. But some people with dirty minds interpreted it as something else back then too. But this is an adult. That's why we have certain laws and things around consenting adults. Adults can, pretty much do what they want without hurting one another. I
think the main issue here is the underage. It's a child.
That's a main issue. But, even in these unusual power dynamics, like these two guys meeting are prominent figures. It's also those dynamics where you have somebody meeting of a particular stature that's making a demand on a person of another stature or another at another point in life where there's this just tremendous imbalance in influence or power or whatever you want to call it. Others have suggested English is his second language. Sometimes His Holiness uses words to make some people uncomfortable. It doesn't necessarily mean he intends to be negative. Another Tibetan living in India who spoke to Vice World News on condition of anonymity for fear of reprisals from the canceling of the Dalai Lama online said that Tibetans often greet each other with their tongues out. Okay, but that's a leap.
It's like a culture thing.
Well, but that's a leap, though. If I stick my tongue out and go, hey, how's it going? Or if I grab a child and grab his chin and force it upon him, that's not the same thing at all. Then others come in and they say, oh, I see many pro-Chinese people tweeting this video. I feel a coordinated effort to discredit. And it's like, whoa.
It always has to go through politics.
But I'm just saying, you make it easy, don't you? You do this activity on camera, you're going to make it easy to discredit you. Because what, are you really not aware? Are you really... And if you have that amount of power and influence, you need somebody nearby that's going to let you know if it's you know what I mean? So that then implies to me that there's people around that kind of let him behave in whichever fashion he sees fit. Like he's got that influence. He's got that stature. Obviously. The other part of it too is it's like you have like a kind of polar approach to situations in media now. You have a polar approach where it's like bad thing means bad person. Like, and I don't mean that. What I mean to say is like this, that or a bad person can't do a good thing, or a bad thing can't come from somebody who's done something good in the past. You know what I'm saying here? It's like, no, everybody's capable of all of it. Everybody's capable of all of it, given a particular circumstance or given a particular lack of awareness or lack of everybody's fallible and everybody can be evil too. And even people who have done good things can do evil things. You see what I'm saying here? This is the essence of somebody says moving on. I don't know what else there's to say about it. But there is a political issue between China and Tibet, which has been long-standing. Dalai Lama has been living in exile, and now there's going to be an effort to utilize this moment, this absurd moment, as a weapon in this ongoing dispute and influence and so on. And so there's a little bit more to it in this sense because he is sort of elevated as not just a religious figure, but also a political figure, given the history. But the fact of the matter is, this has made everybody uncomfortable. And regardless of which point of view you're looking at it from, I think the part that matters here more than anything is that the experience that the kid went through does not look to me to be right.
And his life is probably changed forever due to this one incident. His parents' lives, family.
It's become a huge story now. Yeah. There'll be some effect of it for sure, because
there's fallout.
it's big here. It's probably even bigger in the region where it occurred.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably massive.
All right.
Someone says, Lou is very brave to carry on this topic for this long. I don't think it was that long. I could probably talk about it longer, but it's just, it's weird. It's so polar on the internet. It's like we want everything to fit into a bucket, and it's sometimes it's percentages. A certain percentage goes in this bucket. A certain percentage goes in that bucket. Can a person that was previously helpful in one way do something horrible in another way? Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. FBI comes right out and says don't plug your phone in at airports. Using a traditional outlet or carrying around a private power bank is by far the better option. When they say traditional outlet, they mean a power outlet and then using your own USB adapter.
Okay.
There's increasingly hacks going on utilizing USB-style ports at places like airports. People get in there, swap out some of the hardware, and are able to extract information data from anybody charging off of those ports. Juice jacking is on the rise. The hacking method uses publicly available USB outlets to skim data from smartphones, and the FBI is now recommending travelers completely avoid all USB outlets in airports. I've always been skeptical of these outlets, and they're typically extremely slow anyways.
Mm-hmm.
However, sometimes they are placed very conveniently. Using the freely available USB outlets isn't the best idea. The reason for this is juice jacking, a hacking method that uses illegally altered USB outlets to skim smartphone data. Today, an official FBI Twitter account tweeted out a warning to travelers: avoid using those stations in airports, hotels, or shopping centers. It doesn't just apply to airports. Any public place where somebody could have tampered with a USB port, just remember that's a data that has a potential for data transfer, not just power transfer.
Yeah, your local coffee shop or something.
Anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And so power outlets good.
The 2-3 prong.
USB outlets, not so much. Avoid them. I presume wireless charging, no problem either.
Or just bring your own battery bank.
Then you know for certain.
Yeah.
Twitter becomes X Corp as Musk advances everything app hopes. Is this official?
Yeah.
Twitter Inc. has ceased to be an independent company after merging with a newly formed shell firm called X Corp. Could you think of a more terrifying name? X Corp. Welcome to X Corp. Driving speculation about what Elon Musk intends for the social media platform. Twitter no longer exists after being merged, according to an April 4th document submitted in a California court for a lawsuit filed against the company and its former chief executive officer, Jack Dorsey. It's unclear what the change means for Twitter, which has seen a sweeping overhaul since Musk bought the company for $44 billion last year. The billionaire owner has in the past suggested that buying Twitter would be an accelerant for creating X, which he dubbed an everything app. Musk tweeted about the move Tuesday with the single character X. And he's, of course, famously had that URL, which presumably a fairly pricey URL, x.com, for a long time with nothing on it other than the letter X. An everything app, I know he's talked on Twitter about how in China they have things like WeChat, which allow for more than just social media, but instead it's also all of your content, all of your
payments,
private messaging, all of your social credit score. Yeah, payments. It's really convenient. I mean, honestly, as much as people can have their own privacy concerns with it, it's extremely convenient to the extent when you're in China, people are like, what
you don't have WeChat?
What are you trying
wrong with you?
What are you trying to pay? What? I need to talk to you later. Just tap my phone. I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to have WeChat, you need to have somebody traveling with you that does to facilitate everything going on.
It's everywhere.
And Elon has mentioned it on his Twitter account in the past that there should be some sort of everything app where everything lives, everything about you, and will take care. I mean, in his case, I guess he has the head start of the car, which is sort of app operated. What are you laughing about over
But
there?
do you want like all your info to be on x.com? It's just weird. Like the naming of it, the branding, whatever it is.
Yeah, like it's
x.com.
I know it's minimal and it's kind of intriguing because it's so stark. But
It sounds menacing.
it sounds evil. I know. It sounds like your science fiction megacorp, X Corp.
Yeah. And just the symbol of it, X.
I know. It's cool though.
It is cool.
It's cool, but it's potentially
It is
evil.
cool.
That's right. I don't know, but that's our preconceptions as well. I don't know. But anyway, 3:03 a.m. he tweets X, and everything's going to live under there now, I guess. Twitter, which no longer has a team handling media queries, did not immediately comment on questions sent by Bloomberg News. Lawyers for the law firm representing Twitter in the case also did not immediately respond with comment, but I think it's a matter of time here. I don't think Twitter, the name will be gone. It'll just
Live under X somehow? Like as a
live under
sibling
X.
company or
Live
child company?
under X. Well, you already got Google under Alphabet. Alphabet's kind of evil too. I don't know. It's a little friendlier but it seems almost, what would you say, like intentionally childish to appear to be friendly. Alphabet. Who's responsible? Alphabet Inc.
Menacing.
Corp. It can also, you can take any of these things. I don't know. Katie Cotton, who led Apple's media strategy for 18 years, dies. I read this this morning as well. She was a big part of the media mastery under Steve Jobs. I believe she only worked for a couple years along with Tim Cook prior to retirement. But Apple has had, I mean, one of the most legendary kind of
Marketing.
relationships
Branding.
with media and media strategy. Playing different publications against one another, being incredibly ruthless when it comes to secrecy, and just, I mean, playing a big role in the success of the company ultimately, eventually having
Marketing.
this very strong, not marketing, but relationship with media, sort of separate. The famously, I think it was Walt Mossberg talked about some sort of negotiations around exclusives for, you're going to be the first to show it off in Time or a magazine, or maybe the New York Times, or you're going to get an exclusive interview or whatever, and all these kind of maneuvers and stuff. There's an art to it in order to generate these outcomes, generate this hype. This comes directly from Apple. We're deeply saddened by Katie's passing, Apple said in a statement on Monday. She was an extraordinary person, and she made countless contributions over the course of her 2-decade career at Apple. Our thoughts are with her loved ones and everyone who had the opportunity to work with her. She was a vice president of communications in '96 and stayed in that role until her retirement in 2014, crafting the company's media strategy and helping orchestrate its groundbreaking launch events. Also responsible for those launch events, which now have become an absolute industry standard. Or in some cases, the industry has failed to replicate what Apple was capable of creating with launch events. She worked behind the scenes as a champion of Apple's brand and famously protected Jobs through his health decline. This is all interesting stuff. Honestly, I don't know the extent of what she worked on specifically, but we know about Apple's media mastery. We know, as you mentioned, about their marketing. We know about their events. Launch events in store. We also know about their keynotes, how famous their keynotes are. I wonder to what extent she may have been involved in the production of those things.
Yeah, like their keynotes really set them apart. And there's other companies that really tried to kind of copy it, but they've always been on their own caliber. So, yeah, apparently she passed peacefully.
It's interesting. She wasn't that old as well. I believe she was still in her 50s. So Well, first of all, I don't know if that's in this realm, if that's an early retirement. I presume it is. And then so you do wonder if there was an ongoing sort of health condition or what might be going on. There's nothing more shared than that. She did have kids as well. Obviously, thoughts go out to them. And yeah, somebody connected to our industry probably played a pretty big role there.
Yeah.
Some people might not know that. This one, sticking with iPhone and media mastery. You remember hearing the Knives Out director Ryan Johnson was talking previously about working with Apple and letting people in on a secret.
Okay.
The secret was if you work with Apple, apparently, for Apple's new service, if you're going to publish to Apple TV Plus, making a movie or whatever it might be, apparently, villains in shows are not allowed to use iPhones on camera. Maybe you don't remember this. We talked about this on this show like ages ago. But he wasn't able to say to what extent or which productions you should keep an eye on, or like any details about it other than I'm going to let you in on something. Apple will permit film productions to use its products on screen, but bad characters can't have an iPhone on camera.
Interesting.
And then obviously we now have this event in this show here, Succession, which by the way, I didn't watch it. Have you watched this?
I've heard it's good. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay. So anyway, they've noticed that this character is using an Android phone. That looks like an iPhone. In the wake of Logan Roy's death, maybe this is spoilers, I don't even know, but that's not the part I'm interested in watching it. On Monday, a TikToker shared a video with the caption, "Not everyone using Apple phones except for Tom." The footage shows shots of Kendall, Roman, and Greg using iPhones in the latest episode, alongside a shot of Tom using an Android phone.
The villain uses Android.
Oh, you like this story?
It's funny. It's a little like, I wonder what kind of internal meetings that they had just for moments like these, for all their shows. It's kind of funny.
And also the distinction between a villain and not a villain, like a hero. Mm-hmm. And then in any of their storytelling, does that ever get cloudy?
Yeah.
Where they're like, oh, this guy was good, now he's kind of bad, we should switch his phone?
Yeah, and what about iPads?
He was using an iPhone early on when he was doing good things. Like, how far in advance they need to know how many seasons of scripting to know, wait, that guy's going to be bad at some point. Give him an Android phone.
And then the audience would be like, they switched.
And then also, like, it could kind of screw up, or you could use it as a tool, storytelling tool, where you could take a good guy, give him an Android phone, so everyone thinks he's a bad guy.
Yeah. Like a little twist.
But then he's actually a good guy. And they're like, damn, you got me with that Android phone.
They would never do that.
I don't know if they would or not. We'll see what happens in this case. I presume this guy's not exactly a villain yet, which is why it's intriguing to people. Like, why is he using the Android phone? So then they've noticed in the show other people have used Android phones before other negative things happen. So it's an interesting overlap between... For a company, it's a Samsung too, hey? In the same episode, all of these Apple phones and then the Samsung.
The old Samsung phone.
What is it? It's an S22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 21?
Is that 21?
Because it has like the
ridge.
Yeah, the elevated
Listen,
portion.
guys. I would say it means something. I would definitely say that it's so featured so prominently too. It's not like over in the corner or something. It's like huge on the screen, and you know it's a Samsung phone. That's pretty wild stuff.
The internal meetings. I would like to be a fly on the wall for those. Yeah. They're funny.
I mean, it could also spoil things where the storyteller themselves, the creative people are like, no, I don't want to give away that this guy's a villain yet. And they're like, sorry. Sorry, I don't want to give away that this guy's about to do whatever. They're like, nope, get rid of his iPhone. And they're like, but he was using the... But then what if I have a scene that he needs to use a phone? They're like, too bad.
Yeah, and just product placement in general, like all the laptops, all the cars and phones and all types of stuff.
What do we have here? Google hints at solving unwanted calls by injecting more AI into Call Screen. A feature to better handle unwanted calls could be on the way later this year. Well, Call Screen already kind of works and is good. The project manager said Google is looking to solve the problem of unwanted calls. The solution could be AI, robocalls to spam. Unwanted calls are scourge that plagues most phone owners. Absolutely, this is completely true. I notice a lot of spam I get is from phone numbers that are close to my phone number.
Okay, yeah.
Like maybe it has something to do with the way
It's like the same
these
area
attacks work. It'll just be close to my phone number and be a scam. It's weird. As discovered by 9 to 5 Google Group Product Manager Jonathan Eccles on the latest episode of Made by Google podcast, the future where you should never, ever, ever be annoyed at the thought of your phone ringing. It should always be a moment where you assume it's something important or something delightful. Man, tech companies love the word delight and delightful. It's nutty. Nothing should ever bother you. And at the same time, you should never, ever feel like you're ineffective or unproductive on any phone call. Shout out Individuous. I agree with that. I mean, otherwise people, they put it down for good. They're just like, I'm done. I don't pick up the phone anymore. I'm sick of it. You get a couple of spams in a row, a couple of duct cleanings, and you're out. A couple of FedEx deliveries that aren't actually yours, you're out. Multi-step, multi-turn conversational AI could open a lot of interesting doors in terms of creating this protective and helpful layer at the front of every incoming call. AI, basically you get a call screener, like a full-on seeming like a human, so they can know for sure, hey, that was spam.
Yeah, and right now there's like prompts where you can kind of select.
Yeah.
But imagine AI that could just talk for you and then relay the info, or you can just read the transcript.
Which kind of phone does the Dalai Lama use?
I would say an Android phone, like an old one, or maybe a Nokia or something. The 3310. I don't know. Does that mean anything? He's a bad guy?
I just asked you, man. Hey, I don't know. I was curious. Apple's interested. They want to know. Someone... Yeah, that's cool. No, it's cool. Good. Yeah, good. Someone built an NES that could probably murder you. Oh, that's exactly what you need. Oh, my God.
Huh?
Oh, my God.
That's fun, eh?
The Nestroyer. It kind of reminds me of BattleBots. Remember that show? A lot of those bots would have that kind of spinning saw blade on the front of it.
Yeah, that's what this is, actually.
Oh, it's a BattleBot?
Something like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Having previously built fabulous creations such as the world's fastest Roomba and an aquatic drone with a first-person camera controlled via head tracking, Australian maker Electrosync's latest creation is likely to inspire fear in the hearts of Sega Master System owners, featuring a dangerous blade capable of easily slicing through flesh, watermelons, and beer cans. Electrosync's NES Destroyer, or NES Destroyer, is a mechanical death machine. So you just pop open that. Now, normally, this is where you
put the
would insert your cartridge after you blow on it. Look at all those cool pink components inside there. But instead, you're going to be greeted with a terrifying prospect, which is, of course, oh, there you go. Those are those BattleBots I'm talking about.
Yeah. Fun to watch, actually.
And they have different weight classes. Now, this one is obviously going to get tremendous style points, but I don't know about the durability of the plastic shell. So this comes to us via YouTube channel Electrosync. So definitely go check that out. But maybe just fast forward here to the actual demo. He shows a very comprehensive building of the device and the blade. And look at that. It all fits in there quite beautifully, doesn't it? Spin. And let's watch it chop something real quick, if you don't mind, Will. Here's a watermelon. Perfect. We got the camera angle. Spits out. Zoom. Is it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to stick your finger in there.
That'll cut your fingertip off.
Trying to put a game in there or something.
It gets a little messy with the bits of watermelon heading into the chamber there.
Yeah.
Cool creation. Very unusual.
Yeah. Shout out.
And shout out. Tesla Cybertruck prototype spotted with new steel wheels. Will, get this out of my face.
What do you think, huh?
Get this
Steelies?
out of my face. Don't show me stuff like this, dude. I'm trying to envision the cool factor. You know, I've been working on myself. I've been working on my impression of it. And then you show me images like this and you try to remind me that it's an F-150 with a body kit.
But what about the winter time or something?
No.
Would want Steelies?
No.
Oh, okay.
Warthog all the time. Tesla Cybertruck prototype has been spotted with new steel wheels as we try to track changes on the beta prototypes. This is not what it's going to look like. Don't worry. This is just like a rough prototype. I promise, guys. Relax, guys. Now a Tesla Cybertruck prototype is spotted at Fremont factory, and it has a bunch of measurement devices. This is just for measuring things. Don't get yourself too worried or concerned. It does have the honker on the front, which of course is the nickname for the single gigantic windshield wiper. Does it have side mirrors? It does have side mirrors as well.
There's some sensors on the side here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's got all your cameras, got all your sensors, doing all of your testing. It's not what it's going to look like, Will. You don't have to keep scaring people with these ugly images of steel wheels. It is amazing how big of a factor the wheels play in your impression of what something looks like and how you perceive it.
It's so different now.
If they would have just done the steel wheels in black steel wheels would have been better than this.
Better, yes.
Maybe
just add like a hubcap.
Maybe this is the technique, though, Will. You show it off as ugly as possible so that when it hits hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's their strategy? Okay, good luck.
Sun-powered car gets 1,500 miles of free energy every year. We're talking about solar panels. This is from Fisker. You know Fisker. Fisker put out that really wild-looking car. The Karma,
yeah.
where it was like low and sporty looking, and I think Justin Bieber had one, a chrome one or something like that. But they had issues. The company had issues. The car had issues. The company had issues. And they were like, no, we're not done. We're coming back. Electric cars. This approach offers the opportunity to increase sales and shift vehicles to whichever market has the strongest growth. Of course, I guess they're talking about solar. Here you have the vehicle called the Ocean. They go towards the SUV. Now you're remembering. Well, I see you nodding over there.
No, my buddy wanted to get it. But does it have a good track record? I don't remember.
The company? No, the company was in trouble in the past.
Yeah.
But they claim they got it all figured out. Well,
I've never seen them on the road. I think maybe once.
A Karma?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No.
Are they
that was not
prevalent or no?
No, that was not a mass market. It was in and it was out. Electric vehicle maker Fisker is helping to power its Ocean SUV with the sun. The EV automaker is unique in part because of the solar panels on the roof of its vehicles, which help charge the batteries. Fisker uses recycled materials throughout the design, including crafting the car's carpet and fabric out of plastic bottles. The solar charge is built to add up to 1,500 miles of total driving range per year. It's not a tremendous amount, but that's some free miles for you there, Will.
Not bad.
Under ideal conditions, the company's innovations, a warming EV market, and anticipated big news this year from Fisker has the business making waves on Wall Street. Get a couple of shares for yourself there, Will. And now they're being a little more practical as well. They're like, forget about that low, sporty looking thing. People want the SUVs. So far, the company has been meeting its production goals, meaning the Ocean could soon be on the streets and around the city and country, and the water appears to be warming for EVs in general. The company lists the Ocean as starting price of $37,499. The Pear, its smaller SUV model, is forecast to start at $29,900. Come on, Will. 350 miles? That can hit 60 miles in 3.6 seconds. Come on, Will.
That's speedy.
Come on, Will.
Yeah, I got an EV already.
Let's take a couple more looks at this Ocean right here. Images. Fisker Ocean. There you go. Come on, Will.
Yeah.
Come on, Will.
It's not bad. It's got a solar panel roof there.
You guys spin around in that? You could go for a spin, can't you?
It's not bad.
All right.
Let me see the Pear here.
You want the Pear? You want the smaller one?
Okay.
Which one you want? The Pear or the Ocean?
I want this one.
Yeah, that's an actual Pear. Sick.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Here we have some highlights of car features from the past that no longer exist. And maybe the most famous of the bunch is the rear-facing seat in the station wagon.
Is this a video?
Did you? It is. You can click the video. It's separated into fantastic chapters, so you can just move between the frames.
Okay.
So, how about this? Here's one you're going to remember, Will. Do you remember detachable faceplates on stereos so they wouldn't get stolen?
Oh,
Just pop it off?
Yeah.
Did you ever have one of those?
It didn't look like this, but
Well, that's the beginning of it.
yeah, like the modern version of it.
They might show a couple more of it. If
It
you
reminded me of
scroll
like
forward a little bit.
a Winamp skin,
That's right.
you know?
Well,
Like kind of-
the Winamp skin was based on those faceplates.
oh, yeah? Okay.
That's how it worked. Yeah, you can scroll forward and see some other models versions. There you go. So the person could steal the stereo portion, but they would have to go find the faceplate, and it was enough of a deterrent if you took the faceplate with you, because it would be too much of a headache and too expensive. So you would take it off and actually put it in a case, hide it, or take it with you. How crazy is that?
Wow.
What a throwback that is. All right, go forward to the next one. Hood ornaments. You don't see as many hood ornaments anymore. A lot of
Okay.
brands used to have the hood ornament. Like, I'm talking an actual ornament sitting on the front.
Yeah.
Not a badge of some kind.
Luxury brands still have them, right?
Well, like Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here you can see this is a Plymouth that has a giant hood. It's a cool looking hood ornament on there. Oh, you got it's like a boat. You
Kind
know?
of looks like the spirit of ecstasy.
Well, they all kind of
Rolls
looked like that at
Royce.
one point. It was like
Yeah,
people
yeah.
thought it was a ship, and they just, you know how ships have that big
Right.
thing on the front?
Yeah.
Look at these. Look at some of these things over here.
This one looks like a spaceship here.
Yeah, this stuff is kind of cool. I don't know. You tell me. Hood ornaments. Look at the
Oh,
ramp.
the Ram.
I mean, that's wild. That stuff used to exist. It pretty much doesn't anymore. Foot switches. How about this? A foot switch to turn on your high beams was a common thing in the past.
Oh, no way. This was beyond my time.
Oh, it's way before. Yeah. Apparently, mud and stuff would get stuck in there, and they got rid of it. They're like, nah, get rid of that. That's no good. Manual transmission, but it's on near the stock, near the steering wheel
Yeah.
instead of on the floor. You never had experience with that, Will. You never drove a manual transmission like that. They called it 3 on the tree versus 4 on the floor, which would be a manual transmission in the typical location.
Oh.
See how happy that guy is over there? Gas caps. They used to be real. Look how it's called gasohol.
What a weird name.
It's some kind of a blend, I guess. Yeah, see the corn there? Ethanol, alcohol, and gasoline, gasohol. They used to come up with funky places to put the gas caps, including underneath the steering wheel. And you had to go looking around where your gas cap was.
Oh.
Sometimes on the right, sometimes on the left, sometimes
On the back here?
behind underneath the steering wheel.
Oh.
I'm saying steering wheel. License plate.
License
Why am I
plate,
saying
yeah.
steering wheel? Scroll forward a little bit more. There's a better picture. Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually spring loaded. You lower the license plate down. You like that or not?
I don't mind that, actually. Very unique.
But I don't know if it makes pulling up and filling up.
It makes it versatile.
I guess. As long as
you
you're
don't
far
have
enough
to figure
ahead.
out which side. If, like, your friend's driving the car or something.
Yeah, I don't know. And here we have the rear facing seat, which
this
was
nice.
world famous in the station wagon. This is before everything got taken over by SUVs.
Right on.
This was the family mobile right here. And this is how you got the extra seats. They face backward, and then that folds down, and you get all the storage of the station wagon, or it folds up, and you get the 2 extra seats over there. But you're looking backwards. Did you ever ride in one of these? I think one time in my life, I
Really?
rode in one of these. A friend had one of these.
It would be nice for, like, outdoor movie theater.
Oh, it'd be amazing for the drive-in.
Yeah.
You kidding? Look at these guys having a
That's
blast.
cool.
Now, you obviously probably don't want to get rear-ended, or. I mean, I'm sure that. How about the cigarette lighter?
Oh, do you?
Remember those?
Yeah, there were times. There were times.
There were times you did what? There were times.
Well, I used to be a smoker.
Oh, really?
In high school, just for like a year.
A
When I
ye-
thought I was cool.
A year of smoker, and you were actively using the cigarette lighter.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Wow. Of course, now they're pretty much exclusively just power outlets. And if you want like a smoking pack, you got to order it special. Like, I need a smoking pack in there because you have to have an ashtray.
And you gotta.
Look at the ashtray. Look how gross that
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Did you have an ashtray going as well?
Yeah, it was like reflective. and you had to warm these things up, and then it would like pop up.
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
it would be like good to go.
Yeah, just a nice burning hot ember.
Oh yeah, this thing with the tab. For some reason, it had a tab. I don't know.
What about car keys? Those are not that old. They're not forgotten. Those are still around. Come on. Manual transmission. These are getting more into stuff that's kind of getting phased out right now. It's getting more to current times, but I thought it was a pretty cool list anyway.
Yeah.
Some stuff. Forgotten car features. YouTube Premium is going to offer share, play, and enhanced 1080p video on iPhone. Enhanced 1080p. Why don't I just use 4K? YouTube Premium subscribers will soon have access to share, play, and an enhanced 1080p video quality option. With a higher bit rate on iPhone, I guess it's like an in-between choice or... No, because you're on the iPhone. That's why. You get 4K is not going to do any good for you. You don't have a 4K display. SharePlay will let you watch YouTube videos with friends and family while on a FaceTime call together. Oh, isn't that so cute, Will? We're so close together that we watch YouTube while on FaceTime.
I could see some use for that.
It's freaking dark, dude, all right?
It's not dark,
Good
dude.
Lord, get it together, people. Meet me later on FaceTime so we can watch YouTube.
No.
Yes, Will, yes. And I'm sick of
could
it.
see
And I'm
some
sick of
use.
it. No, I'm
There's
sick of
value.
it. I'm sick of it.
You are.
All these enhancements to keep people, encourage people further
it's like a little,
distance.
little watch party for you and like your little girlfriend back in high school or something.
Little girlfriend.
I can see like use for this. Like
I
someone
know
in high
there's use for it, Will.
Not for
Obviously,
you, okay?
they're building it and there's use for it, but I'm just sick of all the ways in which we're supposed to be happy staring at our phones. I'm sick of it at this point.
I hear you.
3,000
The big
different
picture, right?
ways in which they're like, you're still socializing. I'm like, are you? They're like, is it the same? And I know chat popping off about it. Like, hey man, it's all we got. We're a long distance. Okay, fine. Gee. Other perks available to YouTube Premium subscribers starting today include an option to queue videos in the iOS and Android app, the ability to continue watching a video from where you left off when switching devices, and an option to have recommended videos automatically downloaded while on Wi-Fi for offline viewing at a later time. YouTube Premium costs $11.99 per month in the US and provides ad-free video playback, the ability to play videos while using other apps or while the device's screen is locked. Lovely. YouTube Premium. You don't have to sell me, Will. I already pay for it.
Okay, yeah. This is the same article.
I already pay for it, Will. Artists astound with AI-generated film stills from a parallel universe.
Huh.
Wait, go ahead. AI cinema movement, hashtag. Interesting. This is our future. Everyone looks like that in our future movies. And this is a still series called Vinyl Vengeance, created using Midjourney. A group of artists has been using an AI image generator, yes, Midjourney, to create still photos of films that don't exist. They call the trend AI cinema. Okay, so what do you think that movie's about right there?
This is an indie flick.
Yeah.
This woman, I think it might be like a love, like a cute love.
Are you in love, Will?
Movie.
Are you in love? Is that
Yeah.
what you're telling us? Okay.
They meet at like a vinyl record store.
But why are the vinyls in the back? Why are they so weird?
Just portraits.
Yeah, why are they so weird looking?
It almost feels like a Wes Anderson film.
The color.
Yeah, the style.
Yes.
Everything's really symmetrical.
Yes.
Perspective, yeah.
Go on, Will. Yes.
I think it's an A24 film. That's what it is.
Okay, let me see a couple more. I presume they've got to post a couple more of these things over here. Here we go. Ooh. This movie's called Super Advanced Monkeys. Look at these. You like these or no, Will?
I would be interested to watch it if it's AI generated.
I don't like... I love skulls in general. But these two I don't like as much as the next two. Like, that's pretty
crazy.
good.
It has some sort of like godlike jewelry. Yeah.
That's pretty good, Will. Will, come on. He's got a little chin hair there. He's still somewhat organic.
Yeah, like a soldier.
Come on, Will. You might watch a film like that.
I don't mind it.
You might
Not bad, not
sign
bad.
up to watch something like that. Oh, what's this film about?
Oh my God, that looks real.
That looks real, doesn't it? To see the film grain on there. Yeah. Hashtag AI cinema. Look at that. Oh God. Powerful AI generated images here. This one's called La Dolce Vita, so this is supposed to be in Italy, obviously. Girl's about to go down the hill on her bike. It gives you a little glimpse into the eventual.
The legs.
Well,
are-
hey, Will,
what?
wait, you better watch it there, Will. Don't get to pointing. I know how you get. Go to the next one. Yeah, look, what's this one called? Oh, they're all called La Dolce Vita. They're just part of the series of this movie that never happened. This looks pretty real. How's the hand? Do you like the hand as well?
Yeah.
Not a bad hand. The ring is on the right finger too.
This finger's a bit thick.
Hey,
Compared to this one.
hey there, bud.
Well, you asked me.
Don't you go pooping on it. All right.
This one is real. This is the crater, right?
No, she actually chose to AI generate that as well.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
No. Okay, yeah.
These are cool. No, come on, Will.
They're very like indie.
This film is called what? Oh, they don't have a name for this film. You have to come up with the name. What's this film called? Right here.
Gothic
Thunder.
Explosion.
Gothic Thunder.
Okay.
It's the sequel to It's the indie version of Tropic Thunder.
Okay.
It's called Gothic Thunder.
Okay. Yeah, the was it the filter or the color grading really gets like it makes it real. It makes it look like a film. Like even the sun here, the rays with the lens flare.
Talk to me, Will.
Mo would appreciate this.
Oh, Mo, Mr. Cinema.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a few samples. You can go look through it yourself, but yeah, I mean, it's just in that
That's
same
cool.
AI category of stuff getting good and atmosphere. And look at that.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. See, this works in sci-fi. It works so well because if there are discrepancies, you can blame them on sci-fi. Like if over here you're like, well, why do they have the same mouth? It's like, I don't know, they're slightly off, but like they're symmetrical, but not. Like even if you look at the mirror behind them in between their heads, it's not an oval or a sphere.
Yeah, there's like it's like triangular.
It's
here.
weird. But the weirdness you could attribute to something being slightly off about that science fiction world. This one's called When We Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?
Oh. Hopefully not here.
Hi, can we help you? How can we help you? Will's like,
Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Cool.
We might grab you by the chin over there, hey? Pull you in close, Will.
Oh god.
So this is how AI would redesign iconic brand logos. So I presume somebody asked AI. They said, hey, redo Adidas, but better. Redo Starbucks, but better. Redo Pepsi's hilarious.
Who is that? Luke Skywalker?
No, it's Mr. Pepsi, obviously.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know.
not that great, eh? Maybe Starbucks?
Maybe Starbucks.
Yeah.
I asked Midjourney V5 to describe some logos to see how it would create prompts for them and to see what it would create in response. Here is Starbucks. Let's get some feedback. Not bad. I don't know.
This one is probably the best.
I'd drink that coffee. Yeah. It seems similar enough to the current one. It's in the same universe. It's zoomed in a little bit. Apple is weird. Like, what? I don't know.
Something about earthy. The world.
It got very multicolored.
Inclusive.
I'm not huge on any of those Apple ones, personally.
No.
Twitter gets a lot of polygons, and those all suck. Midjourney.
You don't mind this one.
Adidas, I don't know. It's simple in the sense that it's not that many lines. I just don't know how you show this off on a number of different items because it has so much gradient funkiness going on.
It's very sharp.
Yes, it will cut you.
Yeah. Not very friendly.
Yeah, no. Pepsi is amazing. Like that is. Can you imagine if the global Pepsi logo changed to that
Well, they did it for KFC. It's the
worldwide? Yeah, I know, but do they have a colonel? Does Pepsi have a colonel? Also, what's up with his right shoulder?
Colonel. It's the mountain in which he was born in.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody says, "Is that John Pepsi?" I don't know who all that is. Avengers. It just like screws around with the shape of the A.
This is more appropriate.
But that's easy, I think, by comparison.
Fantasy?
Yeah, and sci-fi.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Avengers sci-fi? I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess.
Whatever. They go to space.
Firefox kind of looks like the actual Firefox. Is he normally looking away from you like that?
Yeah. Yeah. It looks like the same thing, except for more colors.
It's not bad. Yeah. What the hell is that? Spotify. A glob.
Weird.
I don't mind it. Futuristic for sure.
Yeah.
Microsoft, Adobe. Well, anyway, there's a bunch to look at. Yeah, I'm sure AI will be doing all of this really soon. If this is your business designing these things. AI will be doing it. Where did the Lofi Girl go? The Lofi Girl is missing.
Yeah, this happened last night.
He replaced the image on stream with an empty chair.
It kept on changing. So right now I think, let me just go to the YouTube channel here. So where I was at, it was just an empty room.
Looks like she's there now. No, that's not the main page, is it? Oh, it is. No, is that a knockoff? What's going on here? What's going on here?
Okay, yeah. So
what the hell? Is there all types of storytelling going on in here now?
Oh, this is not the stream I watched. Oh, it was strange. Yeah, there was like
what?
Like an empty room.
Well, there's an April calendar with a date circled on there as well. So something was going to happen.
Maybe the audience can tune in because I checked maybe like an hour ago and it was just like an empty room. And it was like a long stream.
Are they having a relationship? Like people are saying Lo-Fi Girl meets a boy named Alan. What is going on? Or Allison? I don't know anything. I know nothing. Lo-Fi Boy is staying.
It's a mystery.
His name is Allison?
There's a countdown here.
Okay, I don't know anything. Don't listen to anything I said.
Okay, so hold on. Let's
She got evicted.
Let's go to the countdown. There's 5 seconds left, I guess.
Parents kicked her out. She went to get groceries. No, because there's somebody else here now. Lo-Fi Boy has replaced Lo-Fi Girl. But Lo-Fi Girl is still in the...
Oh, he came in the door, I'm guessing? Oh, he came out of nowhere. So it's replaced with a guy.
But it's also a different room, is it not? Like I don't.
Yeah, this is a different room.
Okay. But they didn't change, and the title's a question mark, but they didn't change the image on the channel, like the channel banner image.
Right. Okay. Well, we solved it. It's a boy now. Oh, interesting.
Well, what happens if you go to the channel?
So
these are separate things. See, go to the other one right there. See, she's still there.
Oh, so like in the stream, there's this like green room.
There you go.
And at a certain point,
so that's Lo-Fi Boy across the street.
Yeah.
So now you have two streams. You have Lo-Fi Boy, Lo-Fi Girl. Got it. Okay, that wasn't hard. What do you mean? That was easy to solve.
All right.
So he's across the street.
Well, this was recent. This was literally like.
So she's gonna be the window over there on the other side.
Yeah.
All right.
That's probably her.
And
or her.
Yeah, somewhere over there, and yeah, they're across town. Who knows?
That's kind of cute, eh?
You like that?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You're a big fan of that.
There was like this whole mystery and this whole article about it.
Well, she looked over at the window there, and then she left for a bit, and then she came. He left for a bit at the same time, and then they both came back. So they obviously met up. Come on, Will.
Yeah.
They met up. Look, she looked over there. They met up. The blue window.
There it is.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. Lore. You need to know lo-fi lore.
Well, she's been studying for a while, so she needs a break.
God damn, I agree with that, man.
You know?
I agree with that.
It's been years. All right, last one.
McDonald's customers think the chain has become overpriced. They think it's too expensive. I want to get your take on that. People, well, with inflation and everything, people are going on social media complaining about prices, and they're getting all kinds of action on that content.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, this is expensive. Hey, that's expensive. And people are like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Because people, you know, it's easy to get people on board with that. Who doesn't want things to be cheaper? But McDonald's price in general, and I don't know the last time you're at McDonald's, but like they go up a little bit.
Yeah, the value meal is, you know, pretty expensive.
Well, they talk in here a couple examples, like $16 for a Big Mac combo is $16.89. McCrispy sandwich combo $16.69.
Where is this? In Canada?
Spicy deluxe McCrispy $17.89. I don't know. Play it. Let's try to figure out where it is. It was this complaint is via TikTok.
Does anybody see the prices of these combo meals? The prices of a Big Mac combo meal? $16.89? Y'all remember them stimulus checks that they gave out? Thought you was getting away with that stimulus money, huh? They want it back.
Well, that's kind of... Yeah, so...
Dude, that's expensive.
Listen, I don't know.
I don't think it's that expensive here.
I don't know where it is. It does vary from place to place, Will. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It does from city to city, from venue to venue. Sometimes these clips go viral and it was actually the price that was in like an airport or something where they had it marked up. But like, let's say if, let's look, or maybe you should just look right now. Try to find out Big Mac combo price Canada. Well, you can do it on the...
Oh, here?
Yeah, everybody else can find out too. But costs have gone up, inflation and everything else. Minimum wage has gone up. Things go up. Somebody's left paying for it. Here we go. Big Mac is $6.19. Oh, that's not the combo though. It's probably going to be like $12 or something. 12, yeah. The price combo meal in a fast food restaurant, Big Mac meal or similar in Toronto is $12.
What is that, like $10 in the US?
Yeah, I assume this 17 that he saw is at some special venue where they've added another markup on top of it.
Yeah, which is not cool.
Well,
that's a lot of money, like US wise.
Well, I don't know if it's US or not, right? It could be.
Well, yeah. It
could be a totally different currency.
Sure.
It doesn't say USD on it. This could be in Australia, maybe. And then all you need is the clip and the voiceover, and you get people. No, because he could take the clip,
video, yeah,
and then do the voiceover.
Sure. Yeah, that's If it is in the States,
is there comments on the video? Can you show me comments on the video, if there are any? Because I think people are going to tell us where it is. Somebody must have investigated. Someone says in Virginia it's $8.68.
Is this the right?
You just gotta look at some place where they also do. Okay. There you go. That's it.
This is the one.
Some place where they also use. Well, actually, those don't even necessarily need to be dollars. There's no currency beside the price. That could be in Europe. Could be anywhere. So somebody needs to let us know in our chat in which country are things costing this amount. Here, it's already pretty expensive. And really, that's the conversation I want to get into. Do you think that a Big Mac combo should cost $12? Do you think that's a reasonable deal or no?
For today, I think it's reasonable.
Really?
I think so.
So 12 is okay. What about 15? Like, no. You see what I mean? It's not a big gap. You're pretty much there.
Yeah, but there is a line, I think, for a lot of people.
And you think that the line is 14 right now? 13?
Maybe 13.
Somebody says
I don't know. That's just me.
in Connecticut last September, the meal was 13 USD. Again, from region to region, it's 14 in Seattle. Somebody says here in the chat. So it really
14.
But why did you say 12 is fine, dude?
Huh?
You
no,
said
I'm talking about US.
sure.
Like $14. That's like $20.
Oh, look at this. A Big Mac combo in Northern Ontario is 15.
Damn.
Cost of doing business, right? You got to ship it to different regions, and it's different cost of doing business.
Sure.
But I'm just curious what it is that 12 is okay with you. 13 throws you off. Or is it 14?
Well, 12, like I'm not completely okay with it, but you know, I love McDonald's.
So
I think it's individual basis.
so
There's limits.
13 or 14? Where do you draw the line?
I would never buy a Big Mac combo for 14.
14 is where you draw the line.
Yeah.
13 is a maybe.
Yeah, it's a hard maybe.
See, I like getting to the bottom of this. Because,
Yeah, it's all gray area.
Yeah, McDonald's would want to know your feedback on that.
Sure.
Because then they know what they can actually charge for. I agree with you. I think some people have some sort of cutoff. But I also start to think about, wait, what else can I get for that? And whether you're talking about a different restaurant or a supermarket or something along these lines.
You compare.
Well, I'm not saying, I'm saying you're doing it subconsciously. As you get closer to 15, you start thinking about other things that are not fast food.
Yeah, you went quiet there. I just want to search for the chicken Big Mac.
Yeah.
I tried it. Dude, it's horrendous. It's the worst thing on the menu by far. And I love McDonald's.
What the hell happened, dude?
It just tastes terrible. It's just dry. It felt flat. The texture was off.
Wow.
The flavor was off.
You're
it
pissed.
was with the Big Mac sauce, it was horrendous.
Is it possible you got a bad sample?
I hope so. But it was really bad.
What if
I
you-
don't recommend it to anyone.
What if you would have got the spicy version of it?
Maybe, but I don't want to take the chance anymore.
Was the patty itself screwed up?
Yeah, I think they were using the junior chicken patties instead of like the McChicken, which is different. Just better quality.
No, the best quality they have is the McCrispy patty.
McCrispy is the best
It's
one.
not even close.
Yeah, and they're definitely not going to use it for the chicken Big Mac.
Yeah, because it's the same price.
Yeah, I do not recommend this at all. Terrible. I'm just putting it out there.
Goodness gracious, this guy is fired up.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry we didn't have the Tupperware story. We'll have to save it for tomorrow. Don't worry. I'm going to follow up with a Tupperware. I'll even do more research, actually, because I am extremely intrigued by it. In the meantime, apparently I got to try this chicken big. You know what's interesting?
Huh?
Is if you would have given it a rave review, I'd be like, okay, I should try that. The fact that you gave it such a bad review, now I need to see if you're crazy.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
I need to
I'm not
see.
stopping you.
I need to see now if you're crazy or not. So maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll do it on the show. I don't know what to tell you, but definitely the prices are going up. Somebody's laughing at the bad sample comment. Maybe you got a bad sample.
Sample. I bought that. Okay.
No, I meant like when you get like a GPU or something and it's overheating. You're like, oh, bad
Like a
sample.
lemon?
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad sample.
Well, there was a poll today. Did you want to answer it?
Oh, should there be a new term for smartphone? 51% say yes, 48 say
It's
no.
pretty divided.
Like, because we don't phone each other, we don't use the
Yeah.
phone function as much anymore. I don't have a good alternative, but I'm down for something different.
Yeah.
Creeper in the background, that's actually just Mo creeping.
Yeah.
We'll bring Mo in for the Tupperware segment tomorrow. Thank you very much to everybody who joined here today. Appreciate it greatly. Thank you for all the super chats. I see you. We'll put a new monitor for chat, so I'm like looking at it. And hopefully I'm seeing things and I'm not reaching for like my phone or a tablet or anything. Because that's really all if you ever like, why is he looking at some other thing? I'm usually just checking it, what people are saying. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching clips. Thank you for watching the show after the fact. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being on the planet. And thank you for being part of the team as we encounter rattlesnakes, because there's strength in numbers.
Don't suck the tongue.
Hey man, I had washed up.
You rinsed.
I had washed up. No, but a lot of rattlesnakes out there.
Yeah.
A lot of rattlesnake scenarios and topics, and you gotta have power, strength, and numbers. As noisy as Otis can be, he kind of only says one word.
Yeah.
Hi. So, he might have some different varieties of that. We'll see you guys later. See ya.